Charlie here, Sophia with me. Welcome to the show. We are doing Boardwalk Bites Part 2. I have my special helper Sophia, and here comes Jeremiah. Today we are going to be making for you a big, most very requested item. And today we're going to be making it for you completely allergen free, which you know that we love to do, because if you have food allergies, you know, sometimes you feel a little bit left out because, oh, this may not have gluten, but it has egg, or this may not have dairy, but it has soy. So today we are making for you a completely allergen-free churro, and we're going to be making a beautiful drink with which likes frozen hot chocolate. So we're kind of sticking with the Mexican theme, but growing up in the restaurant business, having our place on the boardwalk, we had churros that were pre-made, the pâte à choux dough that was really beautiful and delicious, you know, piped out with that nice big star tip, that big giant one. And they came frozen, they came from concession supply, so we're just trying to recreate that for you. Maybe not so large, but just as delicious and super, super yummy. So I've got my, actually, I don't think you can see, but I've got my classic white apron on. That was what my dad used to wear. If you guys saw the picture that I posted of my dad and my mom, this is the apron he was wearing. Well, not this exact one. That would be pretty cool though, but I do not have the exact one. But this is from our restaurant. And Sophia's wearing her shades of green from Disney World. So when we went to Disney, we could not have the churros there. Boo-hoo, right? But we did have a lot of other great stuff. But today we're going to make for you that churro recipe. We're using the Really Great Food Company products. So if you guys have any questions, you can go right to their website. You can order product there. You can look at the recipe there. You can do all the wonderful things that you'd like to do. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Jeremiah, for coming in on the scene today before you leave for California.
Yep.
Next week we'll be without him, so we're not really sure what we're going to be doing next week. If we do the show or don't do the show, we're not really sure, because we're going to be crying so much that we don't know, right? We'll be crying. She's not going to be crying because she wants to go see her friends, so she doesn't care. So we hope you guys BYON today, because why should we BYON? Because you're definitely going to be drooling, and you're going to be covered with cinnamon and sugar, and it's going to be super, super delicious. What happened? Don't hurt your sister.
No, I said
Oh, all right. So today what we're going to be doing is mostly in the fryer, and today is Friday, so we're not apologizing for frying our food. We hope you enjoy it. We're frying in non-GMO sunflower oil from U.S. Food Service. It is a special order item, but I guarantee you that you can get it. It may take a little bit long, but you can get it. It may take 3-6 months, but you can get it. So if anybody's out there and has any questions about the sunflower oil, I can give you the SKU for it from U.S. Food. I can also give you the 2 SKUs for the Really Great Food Company all-purpose flour and coffee cake mix that we're going to be using today. So let's get started. What? All right, so Jeremiah's actually going to be doing a little bit here and there for us, because we're going to be making that nice frozen hot chocolate drink, but we're not going to do it just yet. So he's going to help us with the ingredients for the churro. Ready, Jeremiah? All right, so go get your pen and paper real quick. We'll wait. Okay, we're waiting. And we're going to give you the churro recipe, so you can write it down yourself.
2 cups of all-purpose flour.
He's comedian today.
Oh, I am. I got all the jokes today. I got my boardwalk attitude on, just so all you people know.
2 cups of all-purpose.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Jersey Shore. Just not the Snooki attitude. Just myself. Okay, so 2 cups of the Really Great Food Company all-purpose flour. Can you move that stuff out of the way, Jeremiah, please? Just this. We need that one. We need that one. And half a cup of the Really Great Food Company coffee cake mix. The reason why I like this is because everything is in here. Baking soda, baking powder, salt, sugar, cinnamon. It smells delicious. Let me actually read to you why I like it. What's in it? Okay, here we go. Hold on a second. There's vanilla, lemon peel, and xanthan gum. So if you don't like all that stuff, what you will need to do is get your favorite all-purpose flour, mix that with all of your baking powder, baking soda, salt, and then continue with what we're going to do. Half a cup of coffee. Yes, coffee cake mix. You could use their pumpkin mix. You could use their vanilla cake mix. You can even do the chocolate one if you wanted to make chocolate churros, which I have it back there, but I'm not going to do that today because we want to keep the show short. We know you guys want to go to the beach. We are going to jump in the pool when we're done, and we have to go to Athletes in Action. You guys got your bracelets on?
Yeah.
We all have our bracelets on. This week we're at Athletes in Action Camp in Bayville. It's a soccer camp, and their mission is to share soccer and Jesus with all of the campers. So that's what we're doing this week. These are our bracelets that, actually, you want to tell them about the bracelets, Sophia? Do you remember all the colors?
The
What do you start
white,
with?
the gold,
Gold.
is for God in heaven.
Hold on, Jeremiah.
Yes, the gold is for heaven and God.
Holiness.
It's
Gold.
no, it's for God.
Okay, so let's go with the golds.
The red is for Jesus' blood.
Is that
Out of order.
Yeah, don't you have an order?
I'm just doing.
Black,
Okay.
Black is
red,
sin.
white.
Black is
Okay,
sin.
okay. Black
Wait, let
is
me
sin.
do it then.
Black is sin. Red
Red.
is Jesus' blood. White is the cleansing.
Why is the blood there? Because he died for us.
Yes.
Okay, white
And white is him cleaning us,
and green is for what?
growing.
New growth. So you can have new growth in Christ. And it says John 3:16 on it. So those are the Athletes in Action campers get a bracelet every time they come to camp. Well, for the week. Alright, so anyway, back to the Really Great Food Company churro that we're making today for you. So we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup. Can you stop? You're not even mixing anything.
Yeah, there's
Half
different flowers in there.
Alright, well, you already mixed them. Half a cup of coffee cake mix, and then we're going to be using 3 tablespoons of our sweet potato puree. You can use pumpkin puree, sweet potato puree out of the can. You could use applesauce. Let me think.
What is this?
Sweet potato puree. Put it in.
You tasted it
Put it
before.
in. Yes, gluten-free grandma.
Could you
Gluten-free grandma's here. She's waiting for a churro because she has to hurry up and go. But we have to give her a churro before she leaves, even though we have to clean up. Whatever.
I'll be here.
Oh, okay.
Can you bake them?
Bake what? The churros? Yes. You refrigerate the dough, and then you can put them on a baking sheet with parchment paper and bake them at 375 for about 10 to 12 minutes. Then you can roll them in powdered sugar.
Cinnamon and sugar.
Cinnamon and sugar. Thank you, Jeremiah. Alright, so we have 3 tablespoons of our sweet potato puree. We're using
water.
Go ahead. We're using the sweet potato puree because sweet potato is actually very good for you, but it's also non-allergen. It's like a non-allergen food. So it's anti-inflammatory. So if you're allergic to apples, or you're allergic to pumpkin, or you're allergic to, I don't know. Actually, I'm trying to think what else you could use. Butternut squash you could use. Which we've done before. I think in December we did a butternut squash one. We try to stick with the season, and sweet potatoes are coming up. We got a whole bunch at the farmer's market, and they were super, super delicious from Kowicki's Farms. And we made some sweet potato puree, which is our delicious breakfast. So they're mixing that up. What are you doing now?
1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I like to add the cinnamon to the batter and to the shake sugar and cinnamon because I just really love that cinnamon flavor throughout the churro. I feel like it should have a really high cinnamon flavor. If you don't like cinnamon, leave it out. You can do another spice if you like, cloves or cardamom, or you can do a mix of a spice, like a pumpkin spice, or you can do something different, like a little heat. You could do a little chipotle, a little cayenne pepper, and you could make it a spicy churro.
What if you made
which would be-
savory churro?
We were going to do that, but then I wanted to keep the show short because you guys said, let's get it done. So I'm just doing 1 churro.
Not
One
like,
flavor,
instead of
not
sweet-
even going all the way.
Instead of sweet churros, you should have done savory.
That's what I just said to you.
Like not 2, just 1, and it should
Oh.
be savory.
Alright. So Jeremiah, can I see that for a little bit? It looks really wet to me. Alright, so our batter, I know, I think it's a little too loose. See that flowing? It's more like a pancake batter. So I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of more of the Really Great Food Company all-purpose flour. Maybe I did that before and I wasn't paying any attention. So there we go. Sophia or Jeremiah, stir that up. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get our pastry bag ready. Now, I broke several of my pastry, well, Sophia's pastry tips.
She broke my pastry.
Some of them go down the,
Garbage is broken.
not good. So,
But they
yeah.
turn out really cool.
So yeah, this one, and we have no top for it, but that's okay because we're going to be making a churro just without the star tip because we don't have the thing that goes to keep the tip on the front. So if you don't have this at all, what I suggest is using a large baggie, and you'll cut the bottom of the baggie in a zigzag. You know how like when you used to make like those paper dolls or whatever? Yeah, you cut it in a zigzag and it'll pipe out with a little bit of the star tip on it. Not much. But if you can buy those or disposable plastic bags, or you can buy those disposable, the ones that you have, Sophia. Disposable bags, they have the tip on the bottom already. Those are kind of good, and we'll show you that later because I do think we have them. Sophia, where are you going, honey? What? Okay. All right, so let's check how Jeremiah did with this batter. This is much better. Nice and thick. Look at that. Nice and thick. That's what we want. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, the best thing to do is to put this in the refrigerator, which we're going to do. But I'm going to just put this right into the bag. Just try to get it all in there. Jeremiah, hold the bag up, please. Thank you. All right, hold it up, hold it up. Keep pulling it up. Or don't pull it out of the glass, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't want a hair clip, thank you. I don't want. I am already hot. All right, hold the bag, Jeremiah. Watch what I'm doing here. All right, so the best thing to do is to put it in a glass like we have here, in the bag. Jeremiah got his hands dirty. You got your hand dirty? Ah, he got flour on his thumb. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to put it in the bag, and you see how it's dripping out? We're going to clog that up by using the actual bottom of the glass. Can you see that? And we're going to let this rest in the refrigerator. Hold on, Sophia. I'm going to just put a clip on it, because normally I put like a rubber band, but I'm going to put a clip on it. And then Jeremiah's going to get out for us the one that we have in the refrigerator. Put a clip on it. Is that, that wasn't nice, was it? Put a clip on it, she said.
Mommy, it's right here. Oh,
Oh, we found it! Yay! We found it! It was in the freezer.
got it.
Means we found it. Gluten-free grandma.
Here you go.
We probably thought we put it down the drain, right? Down the garbage disposal. Alright, leave it in there for now, please. I need to talk about this first. Alright, so we have our oil on 375, our non-GMO sunflower oil that you can get from US Foods. Tell them that I sent you. And put a little smile on that. This is one batter we have. See it sitting in the glass? So it runs out a little bit until it gets hard in the refrigerator. Really nice. You can freeze this up to 3 months. Or you can freeze the churros pre-made. Why don't you grab those out for us, Sophia? So we have two of our churro doughs here. This one is with sweet potato. This one is with the pumpkin. We used a really great food company pumpkin mix for one, and the coffee cake for the other. So even though we didn't necessarily do two for you, we did two. We kind of did two. All right, so if you get those out, come on. All right, so the first one I'm going to do is this one because I like this bag the best, and I like the way it comes out. And then I'm going to show you the other one. So we'll just do both of them for you. This is the frozen churro. Now, it looks flat, but it will puff up in the fryer, and Sophia can show that to you. We just pipe those out on parchment paper, and we put them in the freezer. The good thing about those is that you can make a whole bunch of ahead of time, put them in a bag and freeze them, mark them your churros, and then when you want them, or when your fryer's on, or when your oven's on, you can just throw one or two in there, and you can have them for when you have company. All right, so what I'm going to do, and for those of you watching on Facebook and live stream, thank you so much for joining us. Jeremiah is going to he's going to post the upper view so that you guys can see the fryer, and we'll do that hopefully by Monday before he goes to California. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pipe little drops, not drops, but lines of churros into the fryer, and what I have is scissors.
Can I eat chocolate?
Where'd you get chocolate from? You don't know? Is that gluten-free grandma's chocolate? No? Alright. I have the scissors so that I can cut my length that I want. Or you could wet your fingers and just kind of pinch it. Or if you have a piping bag that is flexible on the bottom, you could just pinch the edge. We don't have a churro machine here, people, so we're doing it by hand. Alright, so I'm just piping out. Look, I'm going to show you. Can you see that? No, you can't see, sorry. A nice long thread. Jeremiah will show you. And then I'm snipping it off.
Okay, I do one.
No, you may not. And I'm snipping it off. So I made maybe a 6-inch line. And away from me, and then I snip it off at the end. So I'll just show you here so you can see what I'm doing in the fryer. So I'm just making, Sophia or Jeremiah, can you hold that paper down for me, please? Not where your fingers are, though. No, it can't see if you do that. All right, so I make a line, and then I cut it off with the scissor, and you can straighten it in the fryer, or you can just let it go, right? I like wonky shapes. It means it's homemade. It's super, super delicious.
Don't play with that because that melts really
that'll
easily.
break. And then I'm going to drop 2 of these in the fryer so you can see the difference, all right? So even though they're frozen, they're still ready to go. Jeremiah, you can put this away now, actually.
Are there eggs in this?
No, there's no eggs in here. There's no eggs, no dairy, no gluten, no nuts. But super, super
No
yummy and
soy.
delicious.
No,
What?
no soy,
No soy, nope.
no dairy.
Non-GMO. And
Bad boy.
there is sugar in it, but there's not that much sugar because what we use is just a half a cup of the Really Great Food Company coffee cake mix with the sugar in it. The regular all-purpose flour does not have any sugar in it. Please put this away in the freezer. Sophia actually now is going to get started on making a little bit something for our churros. And we actually have these really super duper cute little boxes that I could not resist. Do you see these, gluten-free grandma? These have little seahorses on them. And the seahorse was our logo at the Seacomber at our restaurant. Now, we did not have churros at that restaurant. We had all seafood, pasta, homemade, really yummy stuff. Don't put it on your head. Gluten-free grandma used to make lobster ravioli with the champagne sauce, the vodka sauce. And some of you guys remember that. I know you do. And if you do, you can just leave us a little comment of what your favorite thing was other than a white cap. That's discluded. But the seahorse was our little logo. So when I saw these, I thought I have to get these and stick the churros in them. It'll be fun. All right, Jeremiah's going to get started on the drink. Now the drink, get the cup out of there, please. The drink is really super simple. And Sophia's going to help him with that. And I'm going to turn our churros over. Sophia, would you please get me a baking sheet with the rack on it, really quickly? You want to have your baking sheet with your rack ready for when your stuff comes out of the fryer,
Okay.
because what you're going to do is just let it sit on there for a little bit. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out. I'm going to take those out. And you'll be able to see the difference with the 2 different churros that we make. Now, normally a churro is a pat of choux dough. Melt the butter in the hot water, then add the flour and beat it up real quick, and then add your eggs and beat that real quick. But, we were challenged about 2 years ago to make this allergen-free churro for a particular company, and actually it ended up not going to process, but we decided that we're going to share it with you, so we hope you guys enjoy it, right? Alright, so what Jeremiah has in here is something very always gluten-free, always allergen-free, always dairy-free.
That's
That's true. Oh, I don't know, baby. You're going to have to look at it. So for the drink that we're making, this kind of frozen hot chocolate thing is going to be really super yummy. Jeremiah has ice. We're going to put 2 dates, and all I want to do is take out the pit. This is going to be our natural sweetener. So 2 dates, and you can see how they've caramelized because I keep them in the fridge. And I've got about 1/4 cup of really Enjoy Life chocolate chips. Now you could use cocoa powder if you like. I'm going to use a little bit of both. Excuse me, honey. Sophie, why don't you let Jeremiah go get the cooling rack? He knows where it is. He knows where it is. A teaspoon of cocoa powder.
It's not in the back room.
No, maybe
Just
2.
look.
He probably knows where it is because he put all that stuff away the other day. Ooh, look at that. That looks amazing. So hopefully you guys look at the overhead and you'll see the churros.
Okay, wait up. So we do it.
Hold on, babies. Hold on, babies. Okay, I'm going to put these. I'm going to let those cool right there for a minute because Jeremiah went to go get the cooling rack and I don't want to rush. I want you guys to be able to see everything. And I don't want to take... Okay, there you go. Thank you. So we have the chocolate, the ice, the and I'm going to do the cinnamon. No, just put it down here. A little sprinkle of cinnamon. Jeremiah's gonna get, or Sophia can get the milk out. We need the milk. Now use whatever kind of milk you want. If you're all in the oat milk craze or the hemp milk craze, go ahead and use it. We're gonna use whatever we have in the refrigerator, which is
Almond milk.
unsweetened vanilla almond milk, which is perfect for what we're doing. Sophia's gonna just cover that ice. Now you can't see because my Ninja, that's good. That's good. Because my Ninja has the sleeve on it. Let me take this off so you can see. Sophia, why don't you go show them how far up we did. And this is gonna make about 2 or 3 of those frozen hot chocolates for us. Alright, so Sophia's got that covered. You don't want to fill it too much. Alright, and Jeremiah, you can get the cinnamon and sugar ready.
Am I gonna blend this up?
Yeah, but what you gotta wait until Mama says so, okay? Because I don't want too much noise. Alright, so here you can see the difference between the 2 churros. This is the one that's frozen. This one has the sweet potato. This one has the pumpkin. And just a matter of darkness is really what the sugar content in it. So I do believe that there's a little bit more sugar in the darker one than there is the lighter one. I'm gonna do a few. There goes one. I'm not eating that. I'm gonna do a little bit more for you with this one, which is the sweet potato, so you can see the difference. Alright. These are a little thinner. Oh. Where'd my scissors go?
Right here.
Thank you. I got my fingers all dirty doing that one. These are really thin. I love these. So we're just making lines in the fryer. And if you guys were watching like Instagram, I don't know, it was like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, this guy, I think like in Japan or something, was making these churros. Like pounding them out, really thin, really thin, really thin. And then he put the whole haystack on a plate and just started drizzling it with like chocolate and caramel and like all this stuff. No, stop. No. Put it in the square pan, please. Thank you. And then we're going to roll them in it. So when we had our sub shop, we had a bin that we just rolled the cinnamon and sugar. We took the churro out of the oven, rolled it in cinnamon and sugar, and then we ate it or sold it, whatever you want to call it. And that was ready to go. Well, let me put this back. What, honey? Alright, Sophia's going to do the blender. I apologize for the noise. I put it as far away from the camera as I could, but she's going to hit it now. I just said I'm making the churros. We're going to shake them up in the cinnamon and sugar, but you couldn't hear a word I said. Alright, Jeremiah, bring it over here, honey. Alright, so I've got the second batch of churros, which is the sweet potato puree. Jeremiah's got the cinnamon and sugar, and all you do is take your warm, toasty churro. What's the matter, baby? And you're gonna... Oh, they don't stick out far enough. So the original way that we served them was in the wax paper, which is how I will do it for you today. Sophia, Jeremiah, just put them in there. There you go, honey. Jeremiah's got a J for Jeremiah. There you go. And I just have it straight up. Gluten-free one. I've never heard that one. I did it, but Chili did anyway. And then, so the difference between that one and this one is deliciousness. It doesn't matter.
And that's different.
It's different, I know.
Wait, but Bobby told her it won't let me try it.
Can I have that? Oh, I'm going to put those in there. Alright, I'm going to cool these off for a minute, then I'm going to shake them in the cinnamon and sugar. It's delicious. Sophia, can we have our drink? And Sophia is going to... You want me to melt the chocolate, baby? Actually, Jeremiah, maybe you can do it. We're going to melt about 1/4 cup of Enjoy Life chocolate chips with about a teaspoon of coconut oil.
Yummy.
Like that gluten-free, Grandma? Jeremiah's going to go melt that 1 minute in the microwave. You know, just so you know, I'm not doing a double boiler, melting chocolate. It just doesn't make sense. When you push, you know, in the microwave, it's okay. Don't worry about it, people. Alright, we've got our frozen hot chocolate here. This looks good, Sophia. Love this. Ooh, sorry. So I'm just going to kind of mix it up so we can pour it out. Nice. Why don't you make a little foam? Little foam. Go ahead.
With milk?
Yep. We're gonna have a little foam. Sophia's gonna do that quick. It's over there, right over there. So we've got our nice frozen hot chocolate, which is perfect for a hot day like this in New Jersey. You know, it's been really super, super hot, but the beach has been beautiful.
How many foams do I need?
Just make one and then we'll share it with the four of us. Alright, I'm gonna get our churros out, put them on our cooling rack. Now you're probably saying, that looks a lot like funnel cake. Well, the recipe isn't that different. And as you can tell, we use water. You could use seltzer. You could use milk, whatever liquid you wanted to use. Okay, honey. And we just used a similar recipe. It's just a little bit thicker of a batter. Alright? We're going to just toss those in the cinnamon and sugar. Jeremiah, you did a good job with the cinnamon and sugar. I could smell the cinnamon. When I have a churro, I want to smell it. I want to smell cinnamon and sugar. I want to smell yummy stuff. I'm going to put these in here.
Put it the other way. Put it the other way.
No, I want them sticking out like that.
I know, but
This is like Salvador Dali churros. You guys like that? Alright, Jeremiah's got the chocolate. You want to do drizzle chocolate or should we just wait? Sophie, you can hold this so it doesn't fall over. I'm going to do a little bit more so we have some more to show you of the other one. These are really nice. This is the one with the pumpkin. The pumpkin just gives it a different texture. Not so much of a different flavor, but a different texture. A little lighter, fluffier, I feel like. You guys mixing the chocolate? Ooh, that was air. I wish I had a little bit more of this because I want to make them long enough to stick them out of that seahorse pocket.
Can I do it?
Yes, Sophia.
Don't you dare.
Jeremiah, no eating chocolate.
I didn't.
Alright, so I've got a few small ones and a couple big ones. I'm going to put this away for now. So when you have your cinnamon and sugar in your pan like this, it's a good idea to have a wider pan than your actual product. You can save the cinnamon and sugar for the next time or save it for something else. Like when we're done with our little Mexican hot chocolates, go check the phone. Jeremiah, we can do a little bit of sprinkle on there. Sophia's done. You could leave that there for now. When you take your churros out, if you just want to have straight up chocolate, you could do that. If you just want to have powdered sugar, you could do that, or just cinnamon and sugar. So we hope you guys BYON, because we're about to get busy.
Everybody has foam.
Yes. All right, everybody has foam. Maybe a little chocolate chip on them each. Little sprinkle of that cinnamon and sugar. And then you can give gluten-free grandma hers. We've got our churros in the fryer. They're looking amazing.
Thank you.
This is Jeremiah.
So we want you to enjoy,
Mom, this is your.
okay, honey. Being gluten-free sometimes, can suck because you want to go out, you want to be spontaneous and be able to go out and eat and you really can't. But if you're prepared and, say you're going to the boardwalk or you're going out with your friends or you're going on a picnic or you're going to the beach, make a few things up for yourself so that you can enjoy. Because whenever I come home from someplace and someone's having something, I just go, I'm making that. That's all that I say. So, the fair is this week. Everybody's going to the boardwalk. Everybody's eating funnel cake and churros and hot dogs and sausage sandwiches, so we want to have all of that. So we've got our nice frozen hot chocolate here. How's that gluten-free, Grandma?
Very good.
So it's only dates.
Voila.
Very refreshing.
It is. A J for Jeremiah. I think he's going to take a picture of that one, Sophia, quick. I could drink a gallon of this. And if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of coffee for your liquid into that milk.
Oh, yes. I'll see you when I'm done with these churros, okay?
No. All right, I'm going to get these other churros out and let them cool off. before you roll them in the cinnamon and sugar. We've got random sizes today. When you're putting them down into the fryer, you can straighten them out with your tongs, but I'm not really concerned about that because it's just making it for my family. So we have these little J shapes, and we've got a C shape, and we've got, I don't know, maybe an L. So it really doesn't matter that much. But if you're making them for a business, or you're, going to sell them to people, or just make them for your friends coming, you might want to pipe them out all onto the parchment paper. Let them sit in the freezer for maybe 20 minutes, and then hit them in the fryer. You can fit so many in at the same time. How's that? Can I have a bite? I want a bite with the chocolate. Can you take a picture of her? That was so good. Gluten-free brownie, did you have some yet? No?
I had one.
Here, give her this.
One.
She wants a plain one.
So, you don't want it in cinnamon and sugar? Oh,
Yeah,
here, give
yeah.
her this. You want cinnamon and sugar?
But not chocolate.
Alright. No chocolate. So we're going to roll these up in cinnamon and sugar. We've got, don't touch, we've got, can I have that red plate over there? I think I'll do the red plate. We did the box. We did our little Seacomer box. We're going to do our nice little picnic plate that matches our napkins. And we're going to send that over. Gluten-free grandma, she can pick which one she wants. Alright, so what do you like? Which one do you like the best, Sophia? The puffy one or the skinny one?
Thank you.
Both.
You like both? You can't decide? Can I have one? Alright, so we're done with our churros. What do you think, Jeremiah? This is amazing. You like this? So good.
Better than the Boardwalk.
I mean, better than the Boardwalk? That's a tough one to beat. This is amazing. Light and fluffy. No eggs. No eggs in there. No dairy. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, thank you, Sophia, for your help. Thank you, Jeremiah, for your help. Sorry, I got cinnamon and sugar all over you. Probably me. That's why we have our napkins. Thank you guys for joining us today on ABC Gluten Free. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you're going to go make some churros. If you don't have a deep fryer, no, just kidding. You can use a nice pot with some 2 to 3 inches of oil in it. Whatever kind of oil you decide to use, it's totally up to you. Just don't waste your really delicious olive oil there because you don't need to. And we will maybe see you next week. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, we don't want to hear your complaints. You can leave those at home. You can put them down on the bottom, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Have a delicious weekend. We want you guys to come, taste, and see how good it is to be gluten-free.
Ciao.
Want to bite another?
Aprons by REM Designs. Hair by Satnik. Makeup by Artistry. Thank you to our pantry partners and fridge friends. Follow us on livestream, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube at ABC Gluten Free.
Powdered sugar face.
ABC Gluten Free is a production of American Bods.
Cinnamon sugar face. Have a delicious